so can you kind of go somewhere else? And Andrew, why are you?
Andrew, that guy was calling you the devil. Are you the devil?
Andrew Meyer is a Kabbalist and a Satanist. He learned his black magic on Olympic Boulevard in Los Angeles at the Kabbalah Center.
Sounded like a girl to me. Andrew, what's up?
Don't tase me, bro!
That was not me. I guess it's a fan. I just wanted to say, Ronin is a cool name. It means samurai with no master in Japan. It's just a cool sounding name. I'm glad we got to hear that name in this space. Ronin. I like that. Cool name.
Which was it? There's no Ronin.
Yeah, what's Ronin? They were discussing,
The head of the Shin Bet, his name is Ronin.
Ronin Bar, yeah. The head of the Shin Bet.
the other thing I want to say is I don't care the spelling. It's the same syllables. And also...
bosses so they can pay Aristonko?
No, I'm actually the head of the Mossad. We give Aristonko like $10 a week. You know, he's pretty much a volunteer. But I just wanted to say, saying 724...
You barely clean the offices. We barely let
No, I'm the head. No, that's what we want you to think, Emeralds. We don't want you to know. We don't want you to know. We keep it secret.
Emerald, he's an actual Jew. Listen to that nasally voice.
Abel, we did him a favor by letting him clean the offices.
True. Anyway, I just also wanted to say, saying 724 instead of 24/7 should be a crime.
Do you remember that moment, Andrew, in Inglourious
Aren't you supposed to be a comedian?
The three fingers. That was that moment for me. That was that moment. It was like,
And Jewish people are supposed to be funny, Andrew. You're really an embarrassment to our race.
Emeralds, you have no sense of humor at all. It's okay. Pray for it, Emeralds.
Emeralds, we're not a race or an ethnic group.
Adi, are you like the only Jew that doesn't have a nasally voice?
This is who you keep company with, Emerald, see? This is who you keep company with.
Oh,
It is anti-Semitic to say that Jews have nasally voices.
if you only had half the intelligence she does.
You go and talk to truth tellers, so shut the fuck up.
I don't talk to truth teller. I talk to
I've got a question for you, Eric.
Literally talk to him 24/7. 7/24.
Wait, just one again. Aristotle.
9/11.
Wait, jail. Jail? What? For saying
That
724.
they're Jews, we don't like the Christians
maybe
doing it, so we hate you.
2 people corrected me
Yeah.
this morning.
I
will
agree.
Wait, hold on.
What does 7-Eleven stand for?
We'll now make the best team.
Okay, wait, stop. Right.
Oh, it's the Beyonce song.
Yeah, we right to left there, Andrew.
No.
Your people do too.
But it's the Beyonce song.
I don't care if you right, left. It's still 24/7.
7-24.
No, it means aren't they open from 7 till 11? Isn't that the whole thing?
Alright. So my...
No,
No.
mine is open after 12. The one
Right.
by my house.
Question to you, Aristonko, and then Andrew is that if somebody says...
Why would you engage with Aristonko? We just want him to shut up.
Let me get my question out, yeah. So if somebody says Shabbat is shit, do you not think that's anti-Semitic?
Yes,
Sure,
it is.
it's
Emerald
us.
is anti-Semitic.
Wait.
I don't know. Like, it depends on the context. Like, if you're asking Ambrose,
You're quite a
listen.
Don't ask the goy, ask the real Jew.
I want to get Aristotle. I want to put Aristotle on the spot and let's see what he thinks like of the response. Yeah, because without getting some, let's say,
if you're saying that with the purpose of like denigrating a holiday because it's Jewish, then of course it is.
It doesn't matter what he
But
says.
if
It's stupid goy.
hold on. Do you think Shabbat is like an Islamic thing?
Are you talking about it in the context of Judaism? Like, why are you being
No,
coy?
like
You
what
don't even
other
know what
context does
Shabbat
Shabbat
is,
mean?
dude. Come on. Oh my goodness gracious. This is gonna be reported to your bosses, and you're
Okay.
not gonna get your tech.
I very much know what the Jews do on Shabbat, so I don't know why we're
Really?
having
What
this
do we do on
conversation
Shabbat?
I don't know why we're having this nuance.
Wait,
You probably
We
watched
welcome in the Shekhinah.
watches television on Shabbat. 100% she does.
No, but Mike, you're talking about it.
Who watches television? How old are you? Oh my god.
Alright, let's talk.
I also eat pork and drink and drive the car.
Do you really?
and have electricity.
Drinking-
Emeralds, you eat pork for real?
In Israel.
She goes there's
Emeralds, do you eat pork for real?
there's a butcher shop in
Yeah,
Haifa
I really
that
do.
sells
really do.
pork, and it's called Piggy Piggy Oink Oink, I believe.
That's
You know that they actually grow pork in Israel?
They do? Yeah.
Yes.
Emeralds, why do you eat it though?
on skills.
It's
But
yummy.
okay, it's about the girl. But
Emerald,
Aristotle,
I don't
you
eat
didn't
pork.
answer my
What is
question.
wrong with you?
Oh,
I'm more
yeah.
cute than you.
hold on. Alright, Aristotle.
Pork is disgusting.
Yeah, I agree on that.
No, it's actually really, really good. But no,
It's
unfortunately.
Oh, Emeralds, you need help, baby.
Yeah, that's haram.
Don't call her baby.
Yeah, don't call me baby. That's
Why are you
fine.
I don't know.
I would
Do you
rather.
think? Yeah, I think that was in a Emerald style
Let's
honey
put
kind of
it this
way.
way. I would rather eat pork, but not advocate for murdering children. I think God. would
Andrew
prefer
doesn't
that type
advocate
of
for
person.
murdering anyone. He doesn't even know what he advocates for.
He doesn't want to get tased. That's all he doesn't want. That's it.
Alright.
He's a Kabbalist and a Satanist. You have all been warned. He practices black magic.
I like saying
Who is this?
It sounds like a character in Rick and Morty.
That's
I like
fun.
it.
Yeah. Alright, so going back to Aristotle, so
Please don't go back to the stupid
I really
goy.
want to get his thoughts on this. Shabbat obviously clearly is a Jewish thing, right? It's not like, oh, every
Fuck Shabbat.
What? Disavow.
Emeralds, what is wrong with you? You need to talk.
Fuck
Exactly.
Sunday, fuck Monday, fuck Thursday, fuck Shabbat. Like, it's a day in the week.
You need help. You really need help.
Would you say fuck Moretz also, Emeralds? Just curious.
Fuck what?
You need to study Torah with Dr. Andrew Meyer to relieve yourself of these horrific
Oh,
attitudes and
but
opinions.
Is Andrew.
It's like you're
That's
saying,
not me. That is definitely not me.
it's like you're saying fuck Ramadan. It's a month in the calendar.
How dare you shame us on our on Shavuot Tov? How dare you tell us that Shabbos is insignificant? You're a wicked woman.
Fuck Shabbos, fuck you.
You're crazy, lady.
I don't know, man. Like, I think this is fairly anti-Semitic, but I'm confused now. So, like,
Actually, that's fine. I tell you, she can get all that. I mean,
You really don't understand.
You never got around to me being, but that's what I would have told you, is that crazy atheist Jews can also say that, so it's not anti-Semitic. Any moron could say that. Emeralds is proving it.
no, but they're saying them saying it doesn't make it not make it like it's just because it's them saying it doesn't mean it's you would get deported.
I don't know. The words by themselves, I don't see it. It just,
You would get deported.
anybody can say that.
You said it.
no, it's Mr. B, you understand, they're very racist, and like, so if one of them says it, it's okay, but if we say it, no, like, it's everything.
No, I was gonna say that before. Emeralds said it. It's just a fact. There's lots of atheist moron Jews that would say it. I wouldn't call them anti-Semites. It's a stupid thing to say.
It's a day of the week. That's it.
It was stupid when you said fuck Monday too and fuck Tuesday. That's also stupid. You have brain damage.
She doesn't read books. She goes and doom scrolls.
Emeralds might not know this, but it actually extends into multiple days, just in case you were curious.
What extends to
The Shabbos is a beautiful marriage between Hashem and his children. You are an evil, wicked, low IQ person.
Wait, shut up, Taro. Aristotle, when does the Shabbat start?
Friday evening.
According to what we measured out?
He just Googled it.
Yeah, I'm not that quick, Evel. I'm not that.
Okay, so the Shabbat starts when the first 3 stars appear in the sky. Do
On
not
the
count by
Gregorian calendar, it's Friday and Saturday, Ambrose. You're making a dumb argument. He goes by the Gregorian calendar, so it does go into 2 days in his
No,
calendar.
when you measure
Why you always
when they actually publish, like,
somebody
It's a stupid argument. It's very stupid.
this is what you need to understand. When you
This is like
open
the
the
US
Friday
government
newspapers in
wastes
Israel,
many
at the
Jews.
left right corner of the front page, you will find a little square where it says times of Shabbat entry because it changes according to the location because the hour where the first three stars appear changes from north to south. So we actually don't use the Gregorian calendar. Actually, we spoke about the
Yeah, but
Jewish
he
calendar.
does.
We
He
spoke
does
about-
use the Gregorian
I
calendar. That's the
don't
point.
care. That means that he
You're
doesn't know
dumb
that
though.
Ambrose
You're making an
is
argument that has no
Understand
purpose.
this point? Ambrose thinks he's better than you. He's more superior in terms
No,
of
I don't. I don't think I'm better
supremacy
than
because
Ambrose.
she lives in Israel. You
I don't
have
think
to
I'm better than
understand that,
Ambrose.
Andrew.
I don't think I'm better than Ambrose. I never said that.
No. I said Ambrose thinks that she's better than Andrew in terms of Jewish supremacy because she lives in Israel.
Oh, it has
Oh,
nothing
wow.
to do with Jewish supremacy. I'm just better than him.
Yes, it does.
No.
A lot of people are better than Andrew Meyer. That's not a big accomplishment.
Actually,
Globalist, Andrew, you're a globalist.
accomplishment.
Globalist, and that's insulting. Globalist is insulting. How dare you?
You're part of the global Jew
I
cabal.
will give you this, Andrew. You're better than global.
I have to say, Ambrose, I really will pray for you. You need help. Like eating pork and saying F Shabbat, you need help.
No, but what do you call that?
Like, did a lightning just strike me? I'm pretty sure God prefers people who do not advocate for dying children, for killing children.
Believe it or not, you can both be against war and not say F Shabbat and eat
Listen,
pork.
there is a
Those
ton
things
of
don't conflict
Jewish
somehow. You might be
There's a ton of
surprised.
Jewish people
Those don't conflict.
who are currently simping for a genocide, but they don't.
I
eat
don't know
pork.
where you're
What
getting
do you
confused.
think God
You
would
can
prefer
both be
by
against
me?
war and not eat pork. Those don't conflict.
Again, Andrew,
Are
this
you
is why I hate. This is why I hate
sympathizing with
institutional religion.
pigs?
Just because.
Have you not seen Andrew Meyer's wife? He eats pork every Shabbos.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god. I'll take that, man. You are taking that with Eric.
Yeah. We're here. I will tell you, Ambrose, you truly need to
I'm not
find
an
God.
advocate for the Western civilization to bomb kids.
You need to find God, Ambrose.
Andrew, I do think that you do pray for her because if she was in the U.S.,
Let's talk about these Western
He would get Bill
Christian values of
I'm
bombing.
gonna pray for her. She needs help. She
would
needs
get
help.
Bill Steinvoter 100.
Ambrose, when you need 100%.
But you're killing babies and committing genocide.
Alright, Tara, why don't you go take that dildo out and then
No mocking the genocide.
super nice, welcome.
Walaikum assalam. And I'm not criticizing the genocide. I'm criticizing your criticism of Shabbos.
Super nice, welcome.
Walaikum assalam. And I'm not criticizing the genocide. I'm criticizing your criticism of Shabbos.
Yeah, I dropped.
आपने ईद के दिन क्या खाया था?
सर खाने का।
This is just boring.
क्योंकि ईद का दिन है सुबह से इनका बकबक चल रहा है।
No Urdu, no
आपने
Urdu.
खाया क्या है? पुलाव खाया
Now you say no Urdu. You go on in Hebrew, they go on in Arabic, and you say no Urdu.
No. उर्दू ही उर्दू। तो पता है आपने खाया?
But Arabic I can understand a bit. Urdu I don't understand.
मीठा में क्या खाया आपने?
Don't make me a bagel. Be quiet.
सेविया?
Lint chocolate.
आप अपने ईद का दिन क्यों खराब कर रहे हैं इनकी सारी बकबक से?
It sounds like aliens. What the fuck?
Tarimani boss panchot sultinas ho gaya kutte.
Who's moaning?
No, that's I bite. That's I bite. No, that wasn't I bite. That was Tarab. Sorry, Tarab.
No, she's moaning. What is wrong with her?
It was no, don't fight.
औरत को कहते कि ये मेरे बारे में
क्या इसका मसला है?
Is it the language or
Panchot sultinas ho gaya kutte. Please, English only.
फिर ये रो पड़ेगी औरत।
wrong with her?
It was no, don't fight.
औरत को कहते कि ये मेरे बारे में
क्या इसका मसला है?
Is it the language or she?
Panchot sultinas ho gaya kutte. Please, English only.
फिर ये रो पड़ेगी औरत।
हाँ, बड़ा मसला है, पता नहीं किसको आजकल। So रात सोई नहीं है पूरी, वो पता नहीं ये भी तमाशा है।
Oh, never mind. That's the horror. That's why she's
बुलाती है
moaning.
कभी रंडी बुलाती है
I'm pranking Andrew Meyer, Dr. Australia.
सब कई दिमाग खराब है, but anyway,
ईद
it is what it is. All right,
Alright,
I
so
bite.
for
Stop it. Stop
What
it.
did she see? She did it again, Mr.
I
Bean.
know she did.
I don't know
Stop
why.
moaning. You
She's so
literally are moaning.
I really am.
Oh, fuck off, whore.
Whoa! Disavow!
Has been here all morning. She's mentioning
Abel,
her
apologize for that.
She deserves our sympathy.
Apologize for that, Abel.
Apologize.
I will pray for Abel.
Are not a substitute for mental health treatment. Please seek a professional in real life.
Moaning. You are moaning.
Abel, apologize.
You're a grown
Just
woman.
read
Stop
the
moaning.
Toira and delete this app.
Go do that on Auntie G's space. Don't do that here.
Yeah, go moan somewhere else.
So can the atheist Jews please explain to us why there's a genocide happening and you don't observe Shabbos?
Okay, Abel, that wasn't right. You need to apologize.
Oh,
You need
shoot.
to fuck off, Sal. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
It doesn't even register for me, honestly. Sometimes it's just
Okay,
like
stop
that.
moaning. Stop.
When you have a
Embarrassing.
toddler,
She
You
isn't
have to do that with your husband.
She isn't moaning.
Gross. She's being gross.
Abel, can you tell us more about how she's a whore?
She's
Yeah.
being
Fuck off. You don't get to participate in this. You see, it's like, I don't know why people think that they can jump into the fight with that kind of commentary.
Because Andrew Meyer is the hidden Zadok.
But it's not even a fight, you know. She's not
Yeah.
well. We
I mean,
have to be
between
sympathetic.
them.
We have to be sympathetic to people.
Then why don't you shut the fuck up? Because when you speak, I get bored. So fuck off.
I'm just
If you want to
expressing my
sympathize, stop moaning, stop being a whore, and fuck off.
so bad for you, Abel.
Then
But
stop
mental
talking.
guys, this is a public service announcement. Mental health illness is real. Spaces are not a substitute for treatment.
You're projecting.
See from what's happening over here.
You're projecting.
Having a hard time coping with life. Health illness is real. Spaces are not a substitute for treatment.
You're projecting.
From what's happening over here. If you feel
You're projecting.
don't come on a space. Seek professional help.
Stop moaning. You're embarrassing.
She isn't moaning, Abel.
I love how there's like
They're
this
super nice here. Our
delayed
arguments, oh my God,
recording of
I'm
what you
not
say.
even arguing.
I don't know why it does
Public
that.
service announcement, guys.
Okay,
Like,
you're
it's super
done.
nice.
Fuck
But
off.
yeah, me and you agree, Abel. Super nice is not good. She's a gaslighter. I don't like her.
What? No. What's wrong with that? No, she's not a gaslighter.
She's gaslighting me, Mr. Bean.
Alright, I'll gaslit you just now. There you go. Go light the gas in listeners. Alright, have I removed all the panel? Is there anybody left?
Your Highness, good morning, and I will drop down for a listener.
Cheers, good job, thank you. That was like preemptive on his behalf. Not that they're being kicked. Wow, we have a panel with Abel Super.
Oh, yeah, Muslims in Israel.
What does Eid Mubarak mean?
It means happy holidays.
Happy Eid.
Blessed be Eid.
That's nice.
No, the Muslims would say Eid Said. Eid Said.
Eid side.
Yeah. Mr. Bean, can we not, why is it taboo to talk about what happened to Mia Shem?
Mia Shem?
Yeah, you know Mia Shem, right? The hostage was released. She said that Hamas was raping them with their eyes and stuff like that.
I did see some tweet about her, but I don't know what that is. Yeah.
No, basically rumors that in the internet that might be true. I don't say that's not true, but using rumors before it's actually published in the media. She was raped by her trainer. Her classic obsessed news. Classic ustaz. But obsessed. Yeah, because you guys portray Palestinians as monsters. You say they are no innocents. You portray them like baby
Is that
killers.
true? Did some Israeli yoga trainer rape her?
Let me finish, Abel. Yeah, so you guys portray the Palestinians as monsters. You portray them as beasts, like savages. That rape, kill, murder, whatever. And you but like the Halbara, that's what they look at. That's why after October 7th, 40 beheaded babies, babies and all those, cutting pregnant women, like, and then taking her kid and then shooting her.
I would like to have the butter naan, not the garlic naan, please.
The Israelis did that. I didn't do it. I didn't make up those lies.
Don't be like obsessed news. Come on.
I would like the garlic naan, not the butter naan, please.
I'm obsessed news. I'm obsessed. Anyway, so you make up all these bullshit lies, and then one of your own
Bullshit, guy.
Whatever's tired. Anyway, like so, one of your own goes and rapes like a hostage that was released, and not Hamas didn't do that. Though. Like your own rumor.
That's still a rumor, and you say it as a fact. I'm not saying it's not happened, but it's still a rumor, and that's how obsessed you are. You don't even waiting for this.
I'm just pointing out how much of a sex society you are. Like, it's sex society. So I'm saying there are no children.
As I said, you can do better. You can do better.
Yes, who makes songs about killing children? Who makes songs that there are no more children?
They're called Palestinian terrorists, global.
Who makes that kind of song?
Palestinian terrorists, global. It is called Palestinian Media Watch. Maybe you should go watch a few videos of the Shahada and how amazing the production value is.
Palestinians saying there are no more schools in Israel because we kill all their children. Nobody says that. I mean, I never heard that before the Palestinians said, but I've heard people say that in the football chants though. In Amsterdam.
Oh, you love football, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like football, yeah.
Well, maybe you should go read a book and go to the gym or something instead of wasting your Sunday on this bullshit. You're a bullshit artist, propagandist, low IQ mother chod.
Andrew is one of your followers. So.
Yes, Andrew is my hidden Zadik. He taught me Kabbalah at the Olympic Kabbalah Center in Los Angeles.
Sound like an Indian. Shut up.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute, Global. Try to
Could it be the
understand
JJ?
on your.
I think
Who
it's
is
the JJ.
Andrew? Tarrant? Who is
Andrew is the hidden Zadik, and he taught me Kabbalah at the Kabbalah Center on Olympic Boulevard in Los Angeles. All hail Andrew Maya, the hidden Zadik of Yerushalayim.
Do you think he's the demon?
I think he's possessed, honestly.
No, Andrew Meyer cast a demon out of John Kerry before he got tased, bro. Don't you know about Skull and Bones and the worldwide conspiracy to commit war crimes? Andrew Meyer is exposing war crimes. He is the hidden Zadik of Yerushalayim and a Kabbalistic master.
Okay, I think this space has done its time. Can I close it now?
My God.
No, you're to continue the space, being.
There'll be some other space that will open up. You'll be surprised.
Happy Eid, everybody. Like, have fun, eat some good food.
BFI
Eat some. What about Ukraine?
BFI.
Yeah, what's up? What's up there, Nafo fellas and fellerinas?
Fuck out of here. This is not NAFO space, man, ain't it? This is NAFO space. Why do you think it's a NAFO space?
I'm a Canadian, though.
Okay, yeah, but like.
Sorry to hear that.
Slava Rusi.
Slava Ukraini, fuck Russia.
Shut up, Abel.
The Privy Council does fuck all for Canadians. I've emailed them many times.
Andrew, I'm sorry I broke your heart because you're a Russian agent, apparently.
So, BFI Ukraine, just a question. If for Canadians to go work in the USA, do they need a work permit, like a work visa? Is that correct, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, okay. BFI Ukraine, do you agree with
Yes, but I don't recommend. True,
I know
doing
you
that. I don't recommend. I've seen Yale professors, three Yale professors. They're working for the University of Toronto now.
Yeah, but do you know, like, the way, I just wanted to, the reason I asked this question, BFI Ukraine, is that we know that the American administration, Trump administration specifically, is revoking visas of students who may have said or written anything that could be seen as against U.S. foreign policy. And clearly, I think at this stage, supporting Ukraine would be seen as against U.S. foreign policy. So should all those people supporting Ukraine that are on U.S. visas, should they be revoked?
They shouldn't be revoked. Preemptively leave the United States for more friendly territory.
That is ridiculous. America has spent hundreds of billions of dollars supporting Zelensky, and you are telling them to leave the country? You are full of shit, guy.
Past.
You are full of shit, guy.
Biden's policy, not Trump's policy.
I disagree. The United States has supported Ukraine with military equipment primarily. The European Union is the largest financial supporter of Ukraine. Why don't people discuss it? It's very mentioned.
Yeah, you're cutting out, Mike. I get better internet.
Brother, you are full of shit, guy, spreading propaganda and lies. America is number one.
An Indian guy talking about shit is not really a trope we want to hear.
Don't be so sensitive. I am telling you the truth.
I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the Ukraine situation, like, I think is interesting. I think it will be interesting whether there are any visa implications because of Ukraine, because
Cindy!
the standard being set is anything said against you on foreign policy can, get your visa cancelled.
Well, that's not going to happen, Mr. Bean. They won't just run for the Palestinians. They really don't care what the Ukrainians or other stuff like that. They're just going for the Palestinians. Anybody control that criticizes Israel. That's it. They're not going to
You've got Israel derangement syndrome, sir. Jewish derangement syndrome. You are a full of shit guy.
Well, anyway, Andrew, who has from the globalist side, who are many globalists? What is their religion? Andrew?
I have been criticizing.
Alright guys, I'm gonna close because this thing is all day.
Thank you so much for the room. I want to thank Andrew Meyer for teaching me Kabbalah at the Kabbalah Center. He is a great Kabbalist master who speaks with Hashem every Shabbos. And he's right about all the atheist Jews who waste all their time.
Have a great evening. Take care.
Shavu. Privy Council Part 2. Let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, this is Privy Council Part 2. I hope you enjoy. Okay, this is Privy Council Part 2. We'll see if anybody shows up to this X Space. So this is comedy with Andrew Meyer. I hope you've enjoyed this bit, this routine. I think it was pretty funny. Andrew Meyer, I think, was dying laughing. We're also live on multiple YouTubes, and we've got a pretty big audience going right now on YouTube. So surprisingly, one of the YouTube channels is taken off, and so we're fully monetizing. And we are going to bring you some of the worst content on the internet that is very difficult to monetize. But somehow, Ribono Shel Olam, Hashem has allowed us to monetize. Shukran Hashem. We'll see. I don't think anybody's going to come to the Privy Council Part 2. If you don't actually have followers on X, nobody sees your live room. It's really all about who you're following. So since nobody follows me, nobody's going to come to my live room. Cindy, what do you want to say, Cindy? What's the good news, Dr. Cindy? kind of interesting when you have a live stream going with audio. It like creates like a sniffer. It like creates a static that like picks up frequency.
But it's just fun for me to hear you guys who it's just strange for me to hear you guys who are like so deeply opposed to Israel. You know, just have no criticisms for this guy Trump, man. Especially with this fucking.
I do. You're not.
Yo, Lion. I never that whole period when it was we were talking about the resort and them like building a resort in Gaza, bro. I didn't. Maybe you weren't here, but I don't remember like the argument.
You don't hear me saying that they're gonna do the exact same thing to these people like they've done to other people. They displace people, and then eventually, though, once these people go to other countries, they're gonna be ridiculed, beaten, and put into a second-class citizenship. You don't remember?
Oh no, I never. Maybe
Man, you ain't been listening enough to Lion, Dr. Luhai. Dr. Lion goes into great detail about this 7 days a week here on his app, 40 hours a week. This motherfucker talks all the time.
They can never have a conversation. All the Jews behave like this whenever they.
All the Jews, you got Jewish derangement syndrome, Dr. Luhai.
Yeah, you're a deranged Jew. Yes.
Why don't you go to church on a Sunday and do something with your life?
Shut up.
Did you just call me the K word? I'm reporting you for being a racist.
Kick him. Fuck out of here.
So I had already stated that in the room, and nobody really pushed back against it because this is what happens when your country loses a battle.
Someone was pushing back against it. What do you mean? Someone was pushing it back against
Oh, yeah.
Talk about it. Come off your mic, Ellen.
Let's talk about it, Ellen. You got some explaining to do, you dirty dog. You too, Pac-Man. You killed Bubblegum.
He killed Bubblegum. They keep saying that Pac-Man killed Bubblegum.
It's the truth. Pac-Man killed Bubblegum a year ago. Nobody talking about it. Ariota got the exclusive.
Ellen, I don't like how you bit your tongue. Go ahead, Ellen. Spit it out. Hello?
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 What's wrong with them?
Ellen?
Yes, they shut.
Ellen's busy swiping right on Bumble looking for her dinner for tonight.
Clock it. Geneva bought her dinner last night.
That little funky ass $20.
Oh, you can answer that, but you can't answer me, bitch. You heard me talking.
I'm crying.
I want you to answer my motherfucking question, bitch. You was about to agree with me. You was about to agree with me when I said that he liked Elaine. So agree with me, bitch. Stop biting your tongue.
I don't know, show my leg.
Ellen, you are so fake, bro. You was just about to agree with me, and then when he was about to get mad, you said never mind. You fake.
Man, you projecting, Fairy. Look at your PTR. You look synthetic, like you a biological creation, some type of biracial amalgamation. Were you made in a laboratory, or were you made in bed with love?
I thought we was on the same side.
Nah, I'm with you. Let's pack Ellen's ass up. She's worthy of pack up. Welcome back to the roast of Dr. Ellen, the morning barbecue. Grab your lemonade.
Get her and her big feet. Since she
Those feet stink. She's on Hinge right now looking for dinner.
Long foot ass.
She got herpes on her feet, herpes on her lips, herpes on her cooch. She's fully herpified.
Herpes on the feet.
Yeah, she meets these kinky guys on some kind of kink app that love making love to her feet.
Bro, I'm over here ordering Dunkin' Donuts and came back to the feet and kink. What's going on?
Get that Boston cream.
That's Starbucks.
No, I'm saying Dunkin' Donuts got a donut called a Boston cream. It's a cream-filled chocolate glazed donut.
Somebody got to do it.
And get the everything bagel with 2 cream cheeses.
Ew. You having to brush shit off your bagel for hours.
It takes like 2 days to digest a Dunkin' Donuts bagel. They're so full of chemicals.
Yeah, I swear, Dunkin' Donuts is low-key like the McDonald's of breakfast, isn't it?
McDonald's has breakfast, so.
Bro, I went to McDonald's the other day and bought the breakfast and thought I got the, you know when they have like the pancake buns with the sandwich? What was it called?
McGriddle.
McGriddle!
Bro, why I went in there and told them I wanted a McMuffin? I thought I said McGriddle, I said McMuffin. They gave me a McMuffin. I drove off thinking I was about to have a great experience, bro. And then I fucking pulled out that motherfucker and seen that fucking British muffin, whatever the fuck you want. I got you, man. And I was like, nigga, the fuck? Got me fucked all the way up.
Life is full of disappointments when you eat McGriddles.
Bro, I was saying like mad as fuck. I'm eating a fucking McGriddle with a McMuffin. I was like, what the fuck? What my pancake bun? I'm thinking all that shit, bro. Highly upset, bro. Highly upset. And I bought 2 hash brown, like the 2 things, because I know, like, pause. You know how thick the McGriddle should be, like, you know, you be chewing for a second. So I'm like, let me go get the. So it's like having your little size. I was pissed.
Why does a sausage egg McMuffin? Why did they use English muffins with a sausage egg McMuffin?
Because that's what makes it a McMuffin.
I know, but what they should call a sausage egg McMuffin is they should use the biscuit instead of the English muffin.
A biscuit instead of an English muffin.
You see what I'm saying? They got the. This is called branding 101.
Oh, like a biscuit, like from Popeyes. Ooh, Popeyes biscuits. Ooh.
They have like a biscuit. Alexa, stop. They have like a biscuit sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Where's
At
that
a gas station. Alright, thank you.
You should get the hash browns.
I'm trying to make sure that they only gave me 1 snack and bacon. Hey, I was supposed to get 2 snacks. I tried to order 2 snack and bacon, but you only charged me for 1. Okay. So, go. Alright, no problem. Oh my god, shit. So white bitch. Fuck you. You weird white loser. Funny looking bitch. What's wrong, dude? Yeah, anyway. You got me fucked all the way up.
Republicans pretty calm today.
You said the Republicans are pretty calm today.
I said Republican is pretty calm today.
What's that?
It's them.
Because I've exhausted myself with an early morning troll. I don't have much left in me. Got to get to the gym, read a book.
Good Lord.
So how many more years do you think you're gonna keep coming back to this app every day talking about nothing, creating nothing, doing nothing, wasting all your time?
Exactly. Tell the woman.
Hey, hold up. You're Somali still trying to be black 5 years later. Please, sir.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I've never been other than black. I've never been anything like that.
You've never been other. Are you Canadian?
I've only been black.
Are you Canadian?
Are you trying to tell me that you're a fucking Compton nigga? So who the
Pac-Man is an African American gatekeeper. He's gonna keep all you Africans out of the Black American experience.
He's gonna keep me out of being black.
Actually, yes, we are.
Alright, well, like, yo, how about my family in Dallas? Are they black?
No.
Man, you only been black for like 5 years.
So you can live somewhere where black people are and just be black?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Wait, is that Travis from the trenches? Travis!
God, who's that?
It's late. Hey, Travis.
What's up, maybe?
Hold on. What the fuck?
Travis got that paper.
Travis is really a gang nigga, though, straight up.
Travis got some paper, right?
That's not the Travis, I think.
Oh, it's not.
What's this Somali
You
Travis?
sure, Ellen?
Yeah, it's a different Travis.
So,
Oh, I'm telling Travis got that paper. No
I'm
shade.
you over here.
Yeah, I'm nice, though.
No, Travis is supposed to.
I'm gonna ask you
He got that
a question. Am I gang, though?
Heinous way. ways that the world just like rises up and like just like we've had enough of it. I think that's the plan, and I if that is the plan, I hate that plan. I really
It
do.
was the very same plan the civil rights movement utilized. That's what they're operating in.
The thing like here is I think consistency.
Well, I did this when I worked for 60 Minutes, and
but if
he washes over it with he plays the victim card. I mean, I'm not saying I like it.
If you get reported, they don't give you a chance to speak. There's like a stupid form you fill out, and you say, like, you can ask, like, what is the accusation or whatever. I'm not aware of why I'm being reported. Blah blah blah. They say they refer you to the rules of conduct. You go look there, and it doesn't tell you why you're reported. And you're like, well, I don't really know how to respond because I don't know what I was reported for.
That's what all these big tech companies
I
do.
can see how they would just like be like, okay, this person wants to argue the rule, therefore banned. So remember, people in tech hit the easy button anytime they can. So Clubhouse is not like governed by trust committee or anything like that cares about a fair hearing for you.
There's no appeal process because they just keep referring you to their standard documents. It says you can appeal, but it doesn't tell you how to appeal. Because it's like the first step in appealing is like, what did I do? And then I can address it, but they don't tell you what you did.
The first step is in knowing that it's a waste of time completely and entirely. Just create a new account.
Yeah, for sure.
Because people take it so seriously, because the truth is you get networked with people on here psychologically, and when your dopamine gets pulled from you, you're in complete and total rage and shock. I want my dopamine. But many people are just complainers, and they're too lazy to go get a new burner account. I myself have had 40.
Oh, you're that circus guy.
Edmund, I would what's going on in the precinct?
Lots. Do you guys think that the Tesla demonstrations are persistent enough and will persist long enough?
They're pretty damning. It's very damaging to the brand. You're talking about like, $500 million, maybe.
This is the natural thing. Yeah, I mean, fuck around and find out, Elon.
Yeah, the virality of all
What's the
these.
attack surface for the public? Tesla.
I feel bad for the car owners.
The public that needed Starlink probably doesn't want to exercise their boycott, right? Because they feel they need it. And the people that have Starlink for their boat or their third fucking house in the middle of nowhere, those people are still in the camp of Elon. So you won't get any other type of boycott than pissing off the customers he had over 10 years of eco-friendly liberal.
I don't think the Mexican electric car is going to be competitive because of the anti-Mexican sentiment. But if Canada came out with an electric car, they should do that now.
How does a country come out with a car? It's companies that come out with a car.
Well, you know what I mean.
I know. But
company in Canada, yeah. Because I mean, Prius.
How many years did it take to start from scratch?
Prius and Toyota, they don't seem to be capitalizing on it right now.
I don't know why people even want an electric car. What a pain in the ass to have to go, wait in line to get a charge, and if you don't have your own garage.
You know that's not how it works, right? If you start
There's a queue
from your home with 250 miles of range every day with a full tank of gas, why would you go to a gas station? Most people don't go 250 miles in a day from their house. So, I've done the lifestyle of having an electric car. It's not that bad to even top up at a supercharger.
I'm just saying, I got a Polish friend here. In Chicago, and he's a pain in the ass to go out with because he never has a charge in his fucking car. He's always it's annoying.
His problem. Guess what? He doesn't charge at home. He's an idiot.
He doesn't have a charger at home.
Yeah, he's an idiot, and he's the idiot.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, why did he do that? What were his circumstances?
I don't know. He's free poly. All he does is post dead babies in Gaza. That's all the guy does. He's a crazy person.
Well, then maybe he uses it to smuggle immigrants. Who knows? But anyway, the electric car, usually the standard profile use case is you start never go to gas stations anymore except to buy a Gatorade, right? What is the point of gas stations? It's a ton of waste. And you don't go for oil changes. There's no lubrication. There's no transmission that goes out. There's a lot of positives in the realm of electric cars. And they're self-inflicted. I wish that it had a normal board. The company would have fired him long ago. But they're all his friends, family, and fellow drug users together. And so he broke the way that boards are supposed to work. And the Delaware Chancery Courts saying, hey, you shouldn't get this bonus because you haven't adhered to any of the bylaws of the company. You don't have a legitimate board. When they voted to give you $50 billion payout, it's more than double the net income of the company's entire lifetime. It's stupid, but because people aren't, domain knowledgeable, they don't know that this stuff's happening. So keep protesting Tesla. Break the company because the company broke capitalism. Let's do it.
You chased Eitan away, David.
Oh no. Did I chase somebody away?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to him because he's Jane's friend. Because I attacked him once and Jane's like, oh, Eitan's cool. So Eitan was having a nonsensical argument with you and me and other people. And Steve's room, I don't think he was tracking it. I don't think he was tracking the conversation very well.
Next time. Just shut me up. Hey, let's talk about this.
This is about goat curry. You guys like goat curry?
Goat curry. The only time I get goat is when I eat Caribbean food. Not only. There's some. Let's see. You can get goat in like Middle Eastern food.
Yeah. An Iranian restaurant or something.
What is the name of that place? There we go. I would go with my buddy Shirazi to,
Or Ethiopian food.
I had years ago, I had a friend that worked at an Ethiopian restaurant for not very long. It's like, you gotta come try the food. It wasn't, what I was looking for. I think he didn't know what to tell me to get.
There's Northern curry and Northern Caribbean curry, Southern Caribbean curry, and then curry from India and Southeast Asia. But I think I like the Southeast Asian curry the best.
What are the flavors? Is it more spicy, chili stuff?
Well, yeah, some people take shortcuts with chilies, but it's supposed to be more like a horseradish-based, other kinds of things from the old world, and they cheat with using chilies, and it's a different flavor. Plus, if you're in Southeast Asia rather than India, you get the good cardamom, not the bad cardamom.
Where does horseradish originate? Is that
it's in the cabbage family, but the cabbages grow everywhere, and but they were domesticated in China.
Because I know Jews use horseradish as part of their Passover Seder to, know what it's like to taste something bitter.
Yeah, wasabi is a horseradish that grows in a swamp or something. It's really expensive, horseradish.
Did horses like it? Why did they get it?
I think it's just because it's gigantic. It's a gigantic root.
So it's like
when you get chicken makhni, do you get butter naan or garlic naan?
Both.
I butter the garlic.
With real butt.
When you eat gulab jamun, do you ask for it wet or do you ask for it dry?
This is why you have so many accounts. I try to have a bunch of accounts with different accents, and everybody's like, we know it's you, because I can't do accents. What's that crazy circus voice that you do?
What, like the older woman voice?
No, it's the one that's like, come join the whatever media circus, whatever you talk about.
I usually just say, welcome back to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People talking about nothing, wasting all their time.
Yeah, that voice. That voice.
Yeah, that's asking Uncle Steve is like consulting the worst GPT model ever.
Yeah, I mean, I credit him for, you know, having rules and trying to give people their 5 minutes or whatever, but he gets a lot of things wrong. Like, he says he hates the philosophical rooms because they make fun of him, and I'm like, because you don't understand anything. How to construct a philosophical argument. They start from a premise, and then they build up, and he doesn't know how to do that.
The Uncle Steve show is actually the How Angry Can I Make Steve Appel show. That's really the secret name of the show.
I just like him making him look like an idiot, so I don't really want to anger him. I just want to expose him.
It's really annoying how he dialogues with people that want to speak. He says, you know, go ahead and say whatever you want to say, and then he just slow walks them and yells for, you know, a good 10 minutes. It's really not. You think it's rules based, but it's really just Steve Appel's world. It's an annoying experience.
So why do you think talk show hosts on radio come across as not having friends?
I like the control of the Green Bean and like conducting a podcast or a round table interview or something to that extent, but sooner or later you have to change. You can't just keep doing the same shtick and same show over and over and over again and have no results. And that's what Steve does. He has no results for all his effort that he does on this app. Nothing. He has no
What would results for a fool look like? He's just entertaining himself and getting what you talked about, like the fucking dopamine and stuff. That's him.
I know, but I record.
It's funny, you guys know some of his shows he puts on an actual radio station in Los Angeles, not Ask an Atheist and not Ask Uncle Steve, but other ones he does put on the radio. He was hoping to turn this whole thing into money, which never materialized.
Oh, I see. I didn't know he was rebroadcasting, but you know, I've recorded his show for years and years and years, and he's got no Instagram, no YouTube. Like, did he miss the boat or something? I mean, did he forget that there's
he's
these?
an idiot. He's analog. Remember, he comes from the radio world. Like, he's got that little Jim Cramer thing where he hits the button and it makes the sound.
Yeah.
He's just stuck there, wherever the hell that is. And
Yeah.
remember, I mean, this is when I knew to disengage with Steve, because he's no subject matter expert, but he pretends to be like this, host a show with a German lawyer or whatever to talk about employment law. I'm like, how do you do whatever paralegal work for an international lawyer doing labor ethics for like OSHA? Like, what? It just sounded like, I'm not saying it wasn't true, it just, if you're in LA and you can't find someone to work for as a lawyer in LA, what does that say about your
Well, he's got a very
skills?
he's got a very disagreeable personality. You know, I don't know. We could microanalyze his life, but the point is, he's got an anger management issue. He road rages all the time.
I guess I just leave the room when he's stupid. I can't, like, stupid people getting angry is just, it doesn't compute for me, so I just disengage.
Well, he's in hot water with all this Christian stuff. This young 14-year-old boy that they have, you know, long form conversations with. He's gotten thoroughly roasted over all of this, and he's had to create multiple response rooms to accusations about him and other people grooming this young kid and holding, you know, space with this young man who knows who he really is. You know, is it a 29-year-old woman doing the voice of a 14-year-old boy? Or is it an actual 14-year-old boy? And the fact that they hold private rooms, you know, that are unrecorded, they don't want to be recorded. People are back channeling a 14-year-old kid messages and stuff. So it's just Lashon Hara, but you know, the conversations on here are so pathetic and so crazy that to think that it would be appropriate for a young person to spend any time here to listen to any of these people bitch and moan about anything. And see, that's the thing. There's just no real like self-judgment or self-critique about how long people have been doing this and what it is they're talking about, and how they're all really just Democrat, like brainwashed Democrats. I mean, that's really what all these people are. The whole deep state patriots and the Brazilian embassy and even Steve Appel's rooms, like they're all just Democrat holding rooms for highly delicate, sensitive people who road rage.
Well, I've been a person in that. I mean,
I like that, yeah.
yeah, there's a spectrum, right? And I think that there's a genuine thirst for people who want to push back against authoritarianism. And look, we don't live in 1955 where gay people are closeted and Jim Crow keeps. Anyway, it seems to be the desire to go back to authoritarian rule, usually using I call it un-American value. And so, of course, people on an app like this are going to want a space to be opposing that when they don't have any agency. This app is all about not really doing anything but talking about it. You don't, on a phone call, do things, you communicate.
My teenagers are always like, why are you on this dumb app? And I'm like, because it's fun. It's fun to drag dumb people.
Yeah, it's a superposition of all these different things. But yeah, like initially in the earlier meetings, there were smarter people and there was more better conversations. And so talking, I listened more than I spoke, but I started to stand up, or not started, one of my ethics is to stand up for truth. And it became something, Zingo, we know each other. There's a style of sarcasm that is sort of poetically entertaining to take people down because they're so stupid they don't know, right? And the audience members might respect your poetic ability to express what
Well, it becomes a
they don't
roast.
have to.
It becomes like a Johnny
roast.
Carson roast, and that's the funnest
Right.
part of the show. But those rooms are not implicit roasts. They're not explicit roasts. And
Yeah,
but
well,
the
like Deep State
explicit
can't be a roast. Deep State is the opposite
right,
of the roast. It's
exactly.
all the people that are too quiet to go on stage in the, what is it called, politically correct room because they're white.
The
right?
funny
They
the
can't go
funny
on
thing is
stage.
though, when you record it and you watch it from a different perspective, you realize that they're actually all self-roasting. And it's kind of funny to watch people essentially create fake narrative or avoid everything. I mean, when you see what Doge is uncovering, like just a second ago, you were like, I stand up against fascism and authoritarianism. Well, we've been living
I
in
didn't say
author.
fascism. I didn't use the fascism. I
Okay,
said
well then
authoritarian.
authoritarianism.
Go
What's the
ahead.
difference? The point is the real authoritarianism has been happening for 25 plus years. I mean, when you even under Biden, when you look at these Doge purchase and requisition acquisitions, and you see what they're spending the money on, I'm like, my blood is boiling. I'm just like, we live in a mass deception, like a huge matrix of lies. Like there is no ledger, there is no accountability, there's no transparency, and it's like, huh? Thank God. Like, did you want to live the rest of your life working, knowing that they're wasting all of your hard effort?
Do we get transparency now? So there's two different things happening. Breaking the system doesn't necessarily bring transparency, does it? I mean, the mutual exclusivity back to like making it feel sorry or what are you trying to say?
Either it's not efficient.
Right. The E in efficiency. So I don't like hypocrisy. Let me just say that's my original voice on the app. Is that's wrong? Let me speak to it. I know what I'm talking about. It first was a professional raising my hand, like I was at a trade show. Like, bro, I don't think you really have a grasp on this. What about this? So first it was curiosity, then it was error correction, and now it's like coherence requesting. I'm just asking for coherence. Tell me how breaking the government makes it more efficient or more transparent. I get it.
So-
I get the populist relationship saying that it was rigged. I get the rigged part, but this isn't unrigging it.
They're like, it's our turn to scam.
Well, I agree in that sentiment that everyone is essentially a bait and switcher. Once you get into power, you bait and switch, and that seems to be the 100%, almost 99.9. But this one time with Elon Musk going, I don't know if you saw the Brett Baer interview on Fox News, but you got to understand, it is all
When
about.
was it? I'll look it up. When was it?
It's like 2 days
So I
ago.
can get the
It's
reference.
got a lot of
Okay.
views. The whole point is there is a communication which we've never received. that the taxpayers and the voters and the citizens of this country have never actually see. The whole thing is a reframe, and Elon Musk in this interview says that this is a revolution, and he says this is the biggest revolution since the first revolution, and this is a real revolution. And when you actually listen to this interview, you will understand what's really like what the sentiment is or what the reframe is, or just the new communication. These echo chambers on here do not bring in the new communication into any of these rooms. Like if I wanted to go into any of those rooms and read the Doge tweets and actually say line by line what it's saying, it would never happen. So you're just dealing with people who are just peacocks sticking their head in the sand. Like they're not actually communicating what the government is putting out now. The big thing is people on this app just aren't changing or moving, and it's just opinion pieces, and the fact that people just opinionate or create opinions nonstop on this app day after day, and it seems like it'll never end. I don't think they understand philosophy, and really the state of no opinion. And if Uncle Steve was like a super good communicator, he would just let it flow and let because you claimed earlier that he does the Fresh Five and shit like that. It's all just his shtick, but it's never really totally transparent. They don't actually recommunicate the source messaging. So I don't know. I mean, I think we've thoroughly analyzed Steve Appel enough, but nonetheless, I mean.
Yeah, I've never thought about him this much, to be honest. Because I don't care about the Fresh Five. Like he's got a format, but it's so the only thing is that it's exploitable. That's how he gets an audience because they know that they'll get to keep talking and they'll get the 3 strikes. Like in the 9th inning of this app, we know the troll factor is non-negligible.
What do you mean the troll factor is non-negligible?
Anybody can enter any kind of public room that's not super private and take a dump on stage. And that has different shapes in a flat earth room or in Steve Appel's room. Different if it's super smelly and steamy, it doesn't last very long. But if someone comes in and just, you can troll. I troll Gary Baumgartner. I rarely go on stage, but I know the tack that's going to be heard. I have to then wait until it's my turn, and I have to listen to all these idiots that I already know what they're going to say because of the room title. So I don't know, a year ago, accused them, I guess you'd call it, because it wasn't intending not to. Say, look, your title's clickbait. Why do you do this, Gary? And he anyway, I pick fights sometimes in certain places, and I'm not a fighter all the time, so I do it selectively for purpose, and not to be a troll, but I also, in the rooms that I frequent, know that some people are there to just troll.
Yes, that's me. Hey, Eitan.
No, you're not a troll.
You're back.
Brandon, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking Brandon, Jamal, like people that come into a space to drum up an audience to go back to somewhere else, and like it's just a pure antisocial behavior. That's what I think trolls are. You're not pure antisocial.
Where'd you go, Eitan? He had to take care of some stuff here in the building. I'm okay now. Thanks for asking. Yeah. We're talking about the effectiveness of Doge. Okay. I'm gonna sit back and listen then.
I love how Gary Baumgarten opens the room with his 15-minute monologue. Like that's the conditioning and the hypnosis.
He's been up to 35, dude. He's taking
Wow.
over half the show sometimes. That's why I don't go. Anyway, and then they're not having the chat, and then you got the Facebook. I'm not gonna get on Facebook and let people.
Oh, he does Facebook Live?
That's one of the biggest problems with Clubhouse. Can we stop calling these shows? They're not fucking shows.
Exactly, they're not shows, but there's these rituals in this weird religious stupid parlance, right? Exactly.
Yeah, they're like ceremonial rituals, but again, it is just like that's why like everything kind of comes back down to Johnny Carson or Joe Rogan or Howard Stern. That's what everybody's technically parroting or mirroring or recreating in their own little microcosm here. And it's just that's what's happening is it wants to be essentially the Johnny Carson show but that's why I say the roasts, those were the specials, like the Dean Martin roast. So yesterday I created a room about a roast, and everybody comes in and, Danny was a participant. And to me, that is the funniest part about this app, that sooner or later the catharsis comes out. The kvetching or the roast, is created. But that to me is the funniest and just the funniest way to use this app is like to conduct roasts, like organized roasts.
Danny or Donnie, however you say your name.
Yeah, will you roast me?
What kind of seasoning? Dry rub or sauce?
Not in a Dahmer type of way,
Or just basting? Well, I mean, we can metaphorically baste you with your own juices if you want, or we can pick out some spices. Metaphorically.
So Danny is a paid crisis actor. She's working for my political campaign, and Danny, your voice is already causing voters to sign my petition. So thank you, Dr. Danny.
Also, it's my voice. I need some water,
I wish I had a good voice. It's too nasally. Somebody said I sounded like Edward G. Robinson. I have a Chicago accent, but I don't sound like Edward G. Robinson. So, Dan, did you like milk curry? Are you a vegetarian?
I tried goat curry once from a Pakistani. It was goat it's a very hard word for me to say. Biryani? Anyone?
No,
Yeah,
I think it's biryani. Yes.
Yeah, biryani. It's pretty cool. Bye.
It's a style, right? Because you can get chicken biryani, etc., right?
Yeah, so it was goat.
You can have goat. Yeah, you can have goat.
But I don't like the biryani seasoning. There's a lot going on in like maybe one or two aspects of the spices I don't like that's in it. So I don't know if I like goat because the only time I had goat was like that way.
Well, different ethnicities finish their goats differently. Some finish corn, some finish oats, some finish grass, and some make sure there's no males that have big balls, and some like the males with the big balls that like that real goaty taste. So it depends on where you go and how they finish them, or if they're young or they're old, and all that kind of stuff. Usually a young female is the best.
Do any of you guys know Andrew Meyer?
I'm waiting for you to introduce me to him.
He's a Clubhouse personality, but he's on X now. So he just had a room earlier that I was pranking him in, which was very funny. But if you don't know who he is, it doesn't matter. But he's the kid in the video who said, "Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro."
So he was like he got memeified, yeah.
A certain club.
He was yelling at John Kerry, accusing him of being a member of Skull and Bones, and they pulled him out of the auditorium. I don't know. I assume he was a student at that university.
No, what he basically said was that Kerry and Bush were both members of the same club.
Yeah. But anybody here ever meet an old goat?
No.
It's just a joke.
But time isn't real.
My brother's mother-in-law.
You know what's interesting about Clubhouse is when I think back to people I've known in my life, I realize how they kind of like played me in a way. That they were like doing their routine in the same way that they would do it on here if they were on Clown House. It's like they're passive aggressive and complainers, but they're not complaining. And they're really just like, I don't know, kind of sociopathic or psychopathic in a way. It's like they had higher intelligence of awareness than I did. But at the same time, I just was unaware that that's the game they play. Like, I'm not the first person, that's their personality, but that's their mode of communication, if that makes any sense.
What?
I'm just saying that, like, since you know that, like, people are fake on Clown House or, like, deceptive, you realize that in the real world, these people were, in hindsight, I'm just saying you realize that people, I don't know, there's something about Clubhouse and,
I've had that happen to me, in my life. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, but it doesn't change anything. I think about it, but it doesn't change anything.
Are any of you abused?
Which way?
The son or daughter of an alcoholic, or somebody who did substance abuse, or physical abuse, or just psychological terror, or anything like that. But by the way, religion is a psychological terror.
So what do you think about like the phallus and energy? Because on YouTube, I see all these Hindu temples where they like smother cream cheese all over this giant black marble phallus. And they have these like rituals where they just dump all these different colors of like curd all over these phalluses. So like the phallic energy is like the, spirit of God or the Shekhinah. So it's just like universal, meaning that it's like people are ritualizing and ceremonializing the power of the universe, you could say, or Rabbono Shel Olam.
It is called the lingam. I don't know what you're talking about, the phallus.
Well, the lingam and the yoni, yoni is like Yonatan or something. So like, what's the yoni?
Isn't that the vagina?
Oh, I see. That's what lingam yoni is.
Wait, so everyone walking around with the name Jonathan is named after a vagina?
No, it's just a female phallic. So there's the male and the female phallic.
The creation spot of human.
Yeah. It's the fall of Adam, essentially. That's the big thing, right? I mean, because isn't Adam's fall essentially his genderification?
Do you blame Lilith or do you blame Eve?
Because it's a myth.
Well, they're like words which describe a myth, but there's not enough analysis done into the words themselves. So, like Eve, I mean, is like, isn't that the dawn technically? Or what is Eve? Is that just sunset?
Are you talking about the name Eve?
Yeah, what is the gematria of Eve?
Wow, well, first of all, the meaning of the name Eve means farm. Like she was like where everybody came out of, Hava. But
A human farm?
yeah, Hava is like where things grow, with a source, the source of everything. I mean, that's her name, Hava. But want the gematria and all that, or like, what is it related to? What other words that it's related to?
No, I'm just saying that like the myth stories are all just the words like sun and Set. Like the word Set is an Egyptian word, you know. So
No. You're thinking of Set in the Bible?
I don't know. Isn't there some, the sun god Set in Egypt?
So is Set and Set related, or that's different?
No, Set in Hebrew is, oddly enough, it also means kind of like buttocks. Set means like foundation. That's the word for foundation.
Well, my buttocks are certainly my foundation.
There you go.
I heard that we start as buttholes, but we start as like.
Yes. Yeah, the blastoporte becomes the anus in invertebrates, and the mouth in insects or arthropods.
I bought a modern Hebrew English dictionary, and it's just English to the Hebrew letters. And I'm like looking at the Hebrew letters. I've never studied Hebrew letters, but to me, it's like I'm looking at Egyptian hieroglyphs almost.
Are you looking at the ancient Hebrew letters or the more modern?
This
Hebrew
is
letters?
modern.
This is modern, right? You want to see something that looks more like hieroglyphic? Look at the ancient ones. Phoenician alphabet. Hieroglyphics, that's what it is too. I mean, like the first letter, Alpha, Aleph, is supposed to be like an ox, and if you look at it, it's got these horns like A.
Mm-hmm.
And then Delta or Dalet is supposed to be a door. It's like a door of a tent. It's triangular.
So do you think you can? Do you think you can teach Hebrew using pictures, meaning like Aleph, Beth, Gimel, Dot, whatever? Like, is there a way to like educate people quickly on Hebrew? Because I've never taken a Hebrew course before.
I've seen it. I actually have this book when I was a kid, and it had all the letters of the alphabet, like Gimel the camel, which is a camel. The word Gimel, and you had pictures for all these different letters, like Resh means head. So the old Resh looked like a head. It had a circle and a line below it, kind of like B. So you remember like the SSR, right? CCCP. So that's Cyrillic, the Greek from the Phoenician, from the Hebrew possibly. It's a pictograph. They're all pictographs. You just look up Phoenician alphabet, and you can see all these original meanings of the letters. They don't have meaning.
So I got this book called Biblical Hebrew and Introductory Grammar. These are some of the highlights in the second lesson. It says ancient Hebrew had no written system of vowels. The long
Who's the author?
Page H. Kelly.
Okay. Ancient Hebrew didn't have vowels. Okay.
It says the long vowels include kames, sere, sere yod, harek yod, halam, halam vav, and surek. The short vowels are pata, sagol, herek, kams, hatuf, and kibbutz. Most of the vowels stand directly below the consonants with which they are to be pronounced. The exceptions are holem, holem vav, and surek. Holem and holem vav are often used interchangeably. There are two classes of shiva, the vocal shiva and the silent shiva. The vocal shiva is written like a modern colon, except that it is placed below the line. The simple vocal shiva may also be combined with three of the short vowels to form compound shivas. Compound shivas are to be classified as half vowels, and as such, they are always vocal and never silent.
If those are the names of vowels,
what about?
To hear the names of consonants.
I want to hear the name of the
Ask
consonant.
me about the vowels and if I knew if Hebrew had vowels or anything about them, and I know that they had vowels, but Oh,
You guys ever read the Bible?
You know,
Yeah.
they take them away, but did they add them later?
All Semitic languages just do not know the vowels, but later on, they have a system of dots and dashes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there are vowels. Have you ever read the Bible?
No, I haven't. I've never smelled it. I've never. Well, maybe I've smelled it. I've kissed it.
When I read the Bible, yeah. What did you read the Bible? My favorite was about the Antichrist and when he comes back to Earth to prove that he's a false god, to get people to convince people that he's a god. You want to know what I think about in that Bible? I don't know what he's talking about. We'll go on, Tom. This is my room. We're not talking about Bibles. All right. Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Anyways, but I'm gonna try to learn Hebrew, or at least have increase my education.
I have classes on Clown House. I can send you a PDF of this book. And I recommend it's the best book on the subject, and it covers what you're talking about too, about the vowels and all that. It's a very precise book. But yeah, if you got any questions, just I give lessons on Clubhouse. Yeah, some people like Blackstone, Liz was learning from me. What else?
I've never gone to YouTube, but I'm sure there's so much like free education. Thing is, I just want to read books and create the content. So like kill two birds with one stone, essentially.
Read books and create the content.
Like as I want to self-educate and then create videos about what I'm reading.
Did you ever read the book Gödel Escher Bach?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you've heard of it though.
What's it about?
Wow. It's Douglas Hofstadter, and he brings in, philosophy and mathematics and music and all these subjects that plays around with them. But the very first page, the dedication page, for whatever crazy reason, he writes it in the ancient Hebrew alphabet. So I was going to say, if you ever want to see that, you just open up the first page of that book. And he goes on. He's a weirdo. He's got another book. It's called In the Mind's Eye. These books are pretty full of stuff. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, if you want to, know more about the Kabbalah and more of the mystical stuff and the Gematria and all that, we can do stuff on that.
I don't know if you follow Roseanne Barr on X, but she wrote, "Remember the Trilateral Commission, Bohemian Grove, Freemasons, Templars, Illuminati? That used to be a thing before internet influencers replaced everything with the Jews because their engagement went up. If you haven't noticed this during your deep dives and noticing, you're not smart enough to discuss world powers at all. You can critique Israel all day, that's fine, but if that becomes your boogeyman for literally everything, you're basically and frankly an embarrassment."
Yeah, good point. Well, I got offended in that other room. I think Shinga was in that room too, and somebody else. There's this one guy, David, he was on there saying, "Oh, everything is religion, and we're sending boots over to the Middle East because of religion." And I'm sick and tired of hearing people that have minuscule, very, very rudimentary, shallow knowledge talking like they know the whole thing. Just what had it.
Well, welcome to Clown House. I mean, if you don't essentially control what's coming in your ears, you're just hypnotized and you're not self-aware. So shame on anybody who doesn't guard their ears. They say guard your eyes, but it's like, man, you better guard your ears more than your eyes on this app. I mean, it's all audio. This app is like you're blind.
Hear no evil, see no evil.
Sometimes I swear, because I could sit here and just listen for hours, and it's like, am I blind? Like I'm just using listening all the time.
Well, you're aware because you're very well read, and the low level of literacy on this app with the big mouth behind it. It's just amazing how people who don't know anything are talking. I know it. Oh, it just amazes me, and they don't know what they don't know. It just drives me nuts.
They don't know how ignorant they are. It's just amazing.
And so many of them are Silicon Valley boys because they excel in one area. They think they know everything. It's like you're a dumbass without a girlfriend who lives in your grandma's basement who makes $300,000 a year. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Exactly. They excel in one thing. They don't know anything else. Idiot savants. It's getting worse with these kids.
All of Silicon Valley should be burnt to the ground.
No social skills anymore. Silicon Valley.
They're all moving. They all left. They're in either North Dakota or fucking Tennessee now. With their little cults and brain think tanks and shit.
Oh my god. I signed, oh my god. I can't believe I got this Duolingo app. And I didn't know an app can be sarcastic and nudging. It's telling me now that I have a practice of 4 days. Are you overlearning? What kind of sarcasm is that from a stupid app? I'm a person. You're an app. Lay off. I'll study what I want to.
Others recommending a fake girlfriend or a fake boyfriend for therapy purposes. I'm like, yeah, that sounds stupid.
A fake girlfriend for therapy purposes?
Yeah, you can use AI to create yourself a fake girlfriend or fake boyfriend to talk to.
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable. Fake girl. I don't know. They keep sending the,
Danny, does that sound like something you'd replace your husband with?
Big people are you? I think you outcompeted me. I had like 8 different first.
What just happened? Because I was in the other room putting away laundry, and Dimitri just started cursing, and like, what happened?
I'm sorry.
What just happened? Oh my gosh! Like he just said he's gonna throw my phone in the garbage, and like all this stuff. So like, what were you guys saying?
Nothing.
And that shit upset the kid. Unless he loves Silicon Valley.
What just happened? Because I'm gonna have to go to doctor's recording of this.
Valley should be burned to the ground.
Uncanny Valley? I'm too human for you? What's going on?
We'll leave him on.
Are these emotions too real right now?
Leave him on. All she wants to do is talk shit about you.
I didn't say anything. You were talking about how I'm not going to put the laundry away, and then they're coming at me at every angle today. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Lena, come up.
I'll just take that as a yes.
How you
I
doing?
need to come to the phone. You create a need for me to go to the phone. Why are you creating a problem out of nothing? Okay.
Because that's what humans do. They create problems on top.
I was putting away the clothes, and then someone on Clubhouse said something, and I went over there. Who said something? What happened? Like, seriously. He's already a cancer. Like, who made him more malignant?
It was a. I blame him.
It was who?
Somebody said something about an AI boyfriend, and I asked if you want to replace your husband with an AI.
Oh, that's probably it. I didn't even put that together. Abuelito.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so that's what my husband heard.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a little kid. You're talking about your husband.
No, my kid was just with him because they were leaving.
Talk about fragile, Jesus.
No, he is. No, but it's.
That's the
He
other
was
thing.
already yelling at me about the laundry and his clothes. He's so weird about his dirty clothes. I'm not, because he wants to wear one shirt, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so much stress. You don't even know about a shirt.
That's why the other thing I don't like about Clubhouse is all the misogyny and the fake, tough guys. Whether they're from the fucking hood, gangsters, or they're fucking ex-mafia, Russian, Jewish, Italian, otherwise they're all just fake fucking men. They're just like, oh, no, I got it on my chest on Clubhouse. It's like, just go fucking drink yourself to death, you dumbass. Go join the army and get killed. That's what you should do if you're a tough guy.
Not that many people get killed that join, right? I mean, like, what's the probability of that? I don't.
Well, they should join the mercenary forces or the merchant marines or wherever they're gonna get killed fastest. I mean, they're just dumbasses. They're so misogynistic. They're so fragile. They're all like, I want my wife back in the kitchen, making me some eggs barefoot and pregnant, and then I can have 2 side bitches and a whole harem full of old ladies.
Yeah, I want 2 side bitches too. I mean, like, that's equal opportunity. And I don't want to work.
I don't want no bitches. If I'm with a woman, she better learn how to kill me. Those are the only women I respect.
I didn't know the Sunnis and the Shia have a different Eid. So someone is fasting an extra day.
I just heard that there are more than 35,000 denominations of Christianity. That's unbelievable.
Which one should we be the most afraid of?
And there's new ones, like the fucking Mormons. They're just made up bullshit.
Oh, they're weird, yeah. I know a woman in college, she was Mormon, but her father was Zoroastrian, and she spoke Creole. It just, you can't find all 3 of those in one person. Unbelievable. She was Louisiana.
My uncle, who's Jewish, married an African American woman. I have a biracial cousin. She had a kid who's a triracial because she had a kid with like an Arab. So my nephew or whatever? What is he? No, my second cousin, I guess. This kid is Jewish, Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, black, white, like a Jewish, but black, white, Arab. So this is like the everything mocha color kid who's ever lived, basically. He's like, he's every combination of all major world religions and world ethnicities.
Well, you can't call Arabs like a separate thing because the Levant for the longest time has been the crossroads of the whole world. They're already multiracial. They're everything. Everybody crossed that area, so they're already all mixed up in that
But
place.
Do you consider Arabs to be the second largest, like, would it be ethnicity or like, because they say Han Chinese is the first and then Arabs is the second largest?
No way. How's that possible? How
like,
could that
group
beat
of
India?
people.
Indians are by far like got to be number 2 after
Maybe
the
because
Chinese.
they're so like specialized into different groups that like the Arabs more vague or something. I don't know.
No, I mean Arabs are basically indigenous, they're the indigenous of the region. I mean they're the Bedouins, like you can see it in their skin. I mean, if that's how you can categorize people on feature expressions, but there are people on this app that know all this terminology. They spend their whole fucking lives talking about this stupid shit, and they're obsessed with this conversation.
The Han have been ethnic cleansing for centuries. You know, there's small indigenous groups left in China, but mostly they've been replaced either with the Han ethnically or at least with the Han culturally, because you don't want to say you're not Han in China, because then you don't get nothing.
Oh, is that what happens? Because I'm looking, there's like a Chinese diaspora and like an Indian diaspora. Are they just like not from those main groups?
India's, well, the northern India is broken up by the caste system, and southern India is a whole completely different ethnic region.
Aren't they also Aryans in the north?
They name, yeah. The whole made-up mythos about Indo-European, whatever, cosmology and origins from and Mesopotamia and all that. It's all made up.
This whole Indo-European language group is not real.
Well, the languages moved with
And if the
agriculture.
general has been in the cellar, there was a question that the wine was.
And you know, if you look at the genetics, they displaced or replaced a lot of your original European genes in what is now Western Europe, except for the Irish and the Basque. Pretty much they've all been replaced with people from Persia and the Middle East. The language came with them, of course, and all the crops and the animals and stuff. I mean, Northwestern Europe was a fucking savage area for a long time.
And sent
Barbarians.
Like 8 or 13% of all Europeans are affected by the Mongol invasions. I don't know what the numbers are for Persia, for the Levant, but it's got to be high.
I heard somewhere that was 28% or something like that of Europe. God. Tired. It's already late.
The Mongols did a good job. We need them back again.
The Mongols. I just saw this weird short they sent me. I don't know if TikTok or something like that. You can
give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. The learning is to be not only fixed and set in time, but also abiding one, most holy soul. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole.
Central Asia, you get all the words of Bering Straits.
You really should have no
faith. Winter.
Okay, can you do it one more time, but a little louder and more pop? Don't be afraid to like almost yell.
They say it takes about 8 years to walk it. Something like 25,000 kilometers.
I don't want to be personal and make personal attacks.
Just never would have thought that. Someone said, well, you could walk from.
The point is, when people make slanderous comments.
We're focusing on the word fraud. Okay, all of these were authorized, whatever you want to say, and the point here.
Of the Father and the Son, the Holy Spirit is the norm.
Alright, guys, I gotta go start with my day.
There's no right but do thy will. Dip the purple of passionate and thrill with forgotten ones. What do you call them? The Magus flick.
That's weird, man.
Yeah, so basically what happened was when he did that, you know, everybody wants to basically like act like it didn't happen. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand.
Type shit. So at that point, you know what I mean, it's just a lot of like fake outrage, picking and choosing. You know, it's just basically who you fuck with, whatever. It's all that bullshit. It's just Clubhouse, I guess. It's just a bunch of niggas doing nigga shit. You feel me? That's just one sector. Then you have different little parts and all that. Like,
It's like a diagram of just a top 1 point breaking down to the very, very bottom. I understand.
bro, it's like no jumper. It's like no jumper. How they had all them hood niggas on there talking about shit that was going on and shit.
Yeah.
Like how them niggas is players and shit is like that idea literally came from Clubhouse.
I got you.
Clubhouse, honk honk.
Bro, that third frog eye is crazy, bro.
That's funny.
Yo, that is wild. But
Look deep into the center of my eye and meditate on the light, and you will become a doctor as well here in Clown House. Did you ever want to get your PhD or MD and become a doctor? Well, Clown House is the opportunity you've been looking for.
hold on real quick. So even this nigga, right? He's a troll, right? But he has a whole YouTube channel. He be trying, like, he trolls and shit because niggas on the app don't be really talking about shit as far as the content, but then when it do go, you know, so he's really a fucking, like, a YouTuber clipper, like, and that's what I was thinking, right? So, my bad. Huh? Hold up, I'm wondering,
Don't be in cars. Really?
Yo, Travis, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dr. Jasmine Love is here. She is one of my #1 content creators. Thank you, Dr. Jasmine Love.
I try to help him as well. I can't hear back.
Hold on, let me talk
this with a bad troll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I was thinking, bro be everywhere though, and if he could start getting clips of me, bro, I could compensate you.
He's a fucking fed though. Y'all don't want to work with a nigga like him.
Who's a fed?
This nigga, he got like 30 phones recording Clubhouse all day. That's not normal. He's not making $1. He got like 30 phones recording that shit on YouTube.
Bro, listen, I've been knowing, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I know this nigga too. Oh yeah.
there's other people that's doing exactly that, literally. Literally, right now.
No money,
I had to come. I ran back to my phone, so motherfucking.
He's not making no money.
I didn't know who the fuck that was, child. I thought that was some random ass bitch. I was gonna kick her fucking head.
I am random.
I so you want your head kicked in?
Ooh. No, I'm just random.
Oh, okay.
Hey, bro, like, how do I take this thing off my profile picture? This little, I guess, is it like a hat or something? Like an ice cream cone? Is there a way I can take this off my
No, it disappears after like 30 days.
Who is this? I'm just
Don't, excuse me, don't.
Please, no. No, you don't need to get no damn headphones. Y'all need to communicate without yelling.
I'm not being rude.
Excuse me. Why is motherfuckers coming in here questioning who in this bitch? What we doing? Bone, you click your profile. Yeah, Bone that's Bone.
I'm sorry.
He here just like you are. He in the same.
No, they're weird as fuck though. They're trolls.
Nobody's. I'm not.
Bone not a troll though.
He just came out my room last night. He's a troll.
I've had this app.
Well, he's in here talking about his wife and his daughter and shit.
He's lying.
No, I'm not lying. My daughter's right.
Yes, you are.
Hey, hold on.
That's weird. But anyway, Bone, can you click your profile and then once you click your own profile, click your bubble where the shoes are, and then you can change your profile picture. Because I just heard you ask that. That's how you.
But I'm scared to do that because I don't want to dox me and my family.
Oh.
He's trolling, bro.
Why do you say that?
You know what? I'm out of here. Pac-Man, Doctor's a low-level troll. Nobody goes to his YouTube. Nobody goes to his Instagram. What he's doing is not working. He does not have a formula.
Bro, why do you care so much?
I don't care.
She don't like me because I done clipped her fat ass 100,000 times. She wastes her fucking life on this app, that fat fucking Jew-hating bitch.
Nah, that makes sense. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you so...
I don't care, but you're on here talking about it?
fuck did you do? Hey, listen.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
Hey, listen.
She was right to a certain extent. Like last night I would go to random rooms and try to talk to people. In the beginning, I was just talking shit. You know what I mean? But like now, I'm trying to actually learn.
Oh, Rush.
That's a lot of learn.
Hey, so what I'm basically seeing is Doc is a recorder, bro, and I need recorders, like people that can really, you know what I mean, catch the content and good quality type shit. Just putting it out instead of just dropping the regular videos, we gonna be dropping that bitch during the.
I can't hear whether you broke up.
I'm going to the internet like I niggas go on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, I can't hear you. You're breaking up. You wearing AirPods or something? Because the subs are dying.
Hold on.
Everyone, sit down, baby.
Look, what I'm saying is that I'm trying to do exactly what the fuck you see Wack is doing. You know what I'm saying? As far as like crossing over to YouTube back and forth, Clubhouse, using Clubhouse as a tool is supposed to be used to power up YouTube. Other people are on TikTok. Motherfuckers use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Well, Wack uses Clubhouse and it's working for them, right? My thing is we on Clubhouse too, and niggas will sit here and just keep talking about nothing in circles instead of trying to like some shit. So, like I said, as far as the content, I be having content. I be running up on
Content is just hypnosis. You have to re-platform the content, re-platform the hypnosis, and that. What else are you gonna do? It's a total waste of time to be here, not to re-content, to re-platform. Total waste of time.
Yeah. Right. And that's the thing I see. Like people will sit here and do all this thing, which still create good content. But the only thing that'll come from it is a recording that somebody will play back in the room, and then you'll never hear from it again. Or it'll be on a YouTube channel that nobody really wants to go back and listen to for real. You feel me? Yeah. It's like how you put it out. So, you know, I'm a little, you know, I'm me. You feel me? I'm gonna put my Instagram in the chat because.
See, with me personally, I don't have any social media. Like, I don't do. I had MySpace a long time ago, back when I was like 16, 17, 18, 19. I don't have any of these social things that are going on.
You said you got a YouTube though. You said what's it?
Yes, yeah, I have that. It's Boner Stallone. It's a very, very small. I think I'm on like 2 videos in there, but I just don't want to I don't want to put my face on there. I don't like my kid. Like, I don't want to do that, man. And have people harass me or find out.
Is Boner TV or Boner Stallone?
I've not checked it for years. I'm not sure. Boner Stallone.
It's like Boner TV.
How many years is it? How many followers do they have?
Ago. That's how long ago you was on YouTube.
How many followers does it have?
6.
That's probably mine.
It only has 1 video on it.
Is it a person or?
It's a man in some army fatigue pants and some boots.
That's not mine. Yeah, that's not. I would never dance, first and foremost. Second of all, I would never wear army fatigues with boots.
So you could re-platform Clubhouse onto Rumble, onto Truth Social, onto Twitch, any live streaming platform. You can just re-put all these big rooms, you know, and put all the drama, all the gossip, all the hypnosis on other platforms. I mean, this app is like a zombie app. You know, it's the same people. Bone, you're the only person with a new party hat unless you're like a Free Palestine terrorist, you know? There's nothing happening on this app. There's no new conversations. It's all roasts and beefs, but like if you can capture the roast and re-platform it, it's generally very funny. So you're basically in the comedy publishing business.
I understand.
I like the way you just put that. I ain't gonna lie, you just made a lot of goddamn sense. Oh yeah. And the thing about it is, now I know how I'm gonna do it. You just made it make so much sense to me just now. Comedy clips, reactions.
Hey guys, I have a question. Like, how do you record something on your iPhone while it's going live? I know
it's screen recording.
Like how?
You swipe down. You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
You swipe down on your phone. You swipe down on the right corner, top right corner.
Yep.
And then if you go down, you see that little button. You see that little square button that looks like a circle, like a recording button.
Following Andrew Tate. Is he going to the Andrew Tate, how to brainwash your future wife?
No.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Free Palestine from Hamas. Free Palestine from Hamas. I'm gonna block.
Нам интернет. Когда любой, по сути, пользователь может просто загрузить видео, а это видео посредством того, что массы будут его смотреть, распорчится. И чем скандальней контент, так скажем, тем больше портится это видео. Это как раз не разрешение здесь происходит.
Вот этих видео и охват, он все равно не мизерный. Все равно не знаю, с какими-нибудь концертом Ольги Бузовой.
Безусловно, но портятся они именно народными, так скажем, средствами, а не с зеленого цвета.
Не имеет, по сути.
Я с тобой немножко не соглашусь, потому что есть вот...
Most real conservatives, they hate tariffs. Tariffs are a really bad idea. It's like he said, it's a tax.
My mama used to say.
Exactly. The other thing is this really about jobs anyway? We have the least unemployment now than we've had in 50 years. Unemployment was basically taken care of with the infrastructure bill with Biden. So we're at a real low level of unemployment right now. It's not like we have high unemployment. We don't. Secondly, Trump doesn't give a shit about labor. He's in the next few months, he will have fired 500,000 federal employees. He's firing people. He's not hiring people. Where are these people going to get jobs? That's fucking crazy. He doesn't give a shit about labor.
Ben.
Anyway, I'll land there.
Let me tell you why you're wrong. Okay, and I'm just going to go to the 5,000 foot level. I'm not going to take long on this. Just at a 5,000 foot level, I think what you're doing is you're looking at this from a very short-sighted lens.
Ben is mental.
We have that are criticizing the efforts that Trump is not performing. It's from a very short-sighted lens, and let me tell you what I mean by that. When a CEO, and anybody can on this stage, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with corporate America. When a CEO goes into a failing company, usually because there's some sort of merger or acquisition, they bring in a new CEO to right the ship. A failing, fledgling company.
TC, are you sitting on your phone?